In response to pleas from our senior BARP membership, you have heard our president Marlon Weiss-Bowen speaking out on the problem of unscrupulous persons who stake their noisy kites out at night, leaving them flying till morning, disturbing the night rest of people trying to sleep within their vicinity. You will now hear from a next BARP member, Mr. Olytute Walrond, with his comment on this same issue.
We have a big problem in Barbados with nuisance noise. It would appear that some Barbadians are not aware of it. Perhaps they will wake up to it when their doctors have to prescribe hearing aids for them. People on call-in programs are constantly complaining about being unable to get a good night's rest because of kites flying at all hours of the night. I'm not affected by that nuisance, but I know that the noise from these kites can be quite disruptive of your rest. So these senior citizens, who we are constantly reminded made their contribution to society, continue to lay themselves down to sleep each night with the nuisance of a noisy kite over their heads. I'm convinced that our society can do much better than it is doing right now to respond to the concerns of these citizens. Environmental noise is a major problem in this country, as I said before. The kites are just one aspect of it. During the day, it's cavorting motorcycle maniacs on our roads seeking to raise the dead. And now private cars emitting heart-stopping explosions, or so they seem to be. I heard one recently that might have been mistaken for the liftoff of a spacecraft. It seems as though minds that are shallow and empty seek to fill the void with noise. Unfortunately for the rest of us, the people with these minds don't live on a reserve somewhere in the Amazon woods. They live among us, creating considerable nuisance with their shallow-minded behavior. I can't tell you the number of times a day I plug my ears when I hear a motorcycle approaching. It is comforting to hear that the Ministry of the Environment is working on noise abatement legislation that would address the vexing problem of noise. I sincerely hope it will also speak to the nuisance on our roads caused by cars emitting loud explosive sounds, deafening motorcycles, neighbors who think the whole district has to hear their stereos. And the list goes on. Modern societies, most of them, have regulations against noise pollution. We simply cannot permit people to make as much noise as they wish to the detriment of their neighbors and others around them. The rule of law was designed to protect citizens from unscrupulous persons.
BARP,